Welcome to RiskAssure Solutions video tutorials. By now, you've reviewed the introduction to RiskAssure Solutions, as well as the setup locations, setup users, and setup vendors. This video tutorial is on setting up equipment. Remember that on the left-hand side, top left, you have the ability to change from just a corporate body or the overall company to a particular location by clicking it and update, which changes that location should you have multiple locations. On the left side, there is equipment and vendors. We've already reviewed vendors. We click into equipment, and we can see there's a few sample pieces here. There's some interesting categories and subcategories here, kind of interesting, and I'll show you why in a moment. You'll notice there's active and also another tab for inactive. We don't have any equipment that's inactive, but we'll show you how to do that just in case you want to know. Once equipment is in, it's pretty easy to deal with. There's a balance beam, for example, here that shows it's active, etc. Well, if we want to edit that piece of equipment, we're going to go in and we're going to click it. We could click it inactive if we wanted to. Notice that there is a tooltip, as usual, talking about a little bit more detail about how to name a piece of equipment that's specific, has a unique identity. The category is a major category, which is on your pick list, which is customizable to you. The subcategories are also customizable. The vendor, we'll choose a vendor for this. The install date, just in case we wanted one, we could choose one. Let's just say it was July 1st. The current condition, let's just say it was excellent. Maintenance cycle, we want a maintenance cycle of monthly on this. The condition or value last evaluated, we don't have to do that if we don't want to. And expires, meaning another tooltip, if you wanted to pull this equipment or a mat on a particular date, you could put that date ahead of time. Again, your tooltips on how to set up the maintenance cycles are here. Just by hovering your mouse over the question mark, you get a tooltip. You don't have to click on it, just hover your mouse on it. You'll notice if you go back out and save, that saves the data for that piece of equipment. You can add maintenance to that if you want to. You can add an image, you can add a document. We'll cover that in a future tutorial. You can also, any incidents, you can log any incidents here that we keynoted that piece, keynoted or highlighted that piece of equipment. This particular incident that's in here as a sample happened to feature this particular piece of equipment, so it's hyperlinked to it and vice versa. Any changes that were done on this history is in there as well. So you can see how this starts to work together with the vendors, with the incidents, with the reports, etc. So if we go back to equipment, we can click our back button. Now here was a test, for example. This is a test of equipment, so we didn't actually define it very carefully. If we go to edit equipment, it says it's under gymnastics and cheer equipment, but it says change me, meaning it was under entertainment. This means you could go back in and change the pick list, whatever. These are all pick lists or pull down menus that you have the ability to change, and we'll take a look at those in the next video tutorial. But any of these, I'm going to put inactive in this particular one, and we're going to save that. Now, if I go back to equipment, that one is out, and if I hit inactive, this piece of test equipment is inactive. Now, when you want to go to add equipment, there is a way to do this, and what you do simply is click in a category, click in a subcategory that says change me, meaning that you'll probably need to change this according to what you want. Again, active, the unique identifier, any detailed description if you want, any vendor, any install dates, a current condition, and again, the maintenance cycle. Use your tooltips to determine that. Again, how often you want these in cycles. This will determine what the equipment and repair cycles are, maintenance cycles are. So we are not going to add anything right at this point, so we're going to cancel that. We did not add a piece there, but we could add equipment if we wanted to. The quick inspection refers to your equipment maintenance, so we're going to hold off on that for just a moment. But that's basically where the equipment comes in and how to overview and add your equipment and change it as well. If you need more assistance, under the Help section, there are other video tutorials as well as a complete user guide with step-by-step written processes. Have fun and be safe.